Good evening, Massive. It's DJ Bubbles here on Friday evening. You done know. Call it another rant or complaint, whatever you want to label what I would like to say right now. It's all good. You done know. Right now, things are really bad for black people here in Canada. Some people voice their opinion, others bury their head in the sand. As long as it doesn't affect them, they're not bothered. But really and truly, like in Canada, it's like the black people, they lost a sense of their identity. They want to rush up and follow people that show them day after day that their value, their worth, their culture, their history, whatever contributions they make to this country or have made is very insignificant. See, because Canada isn't like the US where they say and do things with a big bang. Canada's the type of country where they do it subtly, like snakes. Like a snake ain't just gonna jump up out of the grass and go. And that's how the Canadian way is. They're like snakes in the grass and they give you their venom slowly, but you can be damn for sure they're gonna poison you. You don't know. The problem is with black people is this, yo. It's too divided. Oh, he's black from Africa. Oh, he's black from Trinidad. I'm black Jamaican. But why do you have to put something afterwards? Black is black. The only thing that should come after black is beautiful. But we in ourselves, we have too many subcultures within one culture, within one race. You know what I mean? The black one, them, the browning, the this, the that. You know what I mean? Did you know that mental imprisonment is actually a choice? Because you could get out of your mental prison at any time. Nobody could tell me living in North America there hasn't been enough documentaries and movies and what have you to drive that message home that you don't have to live like you're in Uncle Tom's cabin anymore. What I don't understand with the Canadians, black Canadians, is they've never been exposed to it to say that they're suffering from Stockholm Syndrome. Actually, this is going out to all black people. I did a bit of a research on the Black Panthers and I heard them talk about what they were fighting for. J. Edgar Hoover labeled the Black Panthers as the biggest threat to America. I didn't see no Black Panthers when them twin towers at the World Trade Center came down. There were no Black Panthers on that plane. Of all the big catastrophes and war that has been waged on the US of A, well, Edgar Hoover, I hope you're turning in your grave because the Black Panthers were not the biggest threat to America. Racism was. And that counts for Canada too. Let me share something with you. You see, the Black Panthers, they introduced what they call the 10-point program for the black community. Freedom, full employment for black people, decent housing, education for black people expose the true nature of the decadent American, I'm going to say North American society. Free healthcare for black and oppressed people. An immediate end to police brutality. An immediate end to all wars of aggression. Freedom for all black and oppressed people held in North American federal, state, county, city, prisons, and jails, land, bread, housing, education, clothing, justice, and peace, and an end to the robbery by the capitalists of black and oppressed communities. That was the 10-point program. What danger did that cause? You see, back then, the black people, such as the Black Panthers, they wanted to teach fellow black people that they should be proud of their hair, their black skin, whether it's a few shades darker or lighter. Who cares? Black is black. But how can you drive these messages home to the black people nowadays? Those who are not bleaching out their skin to bleach the black off of their carcasses. They're pretending because in Canada you're allowed to identify with what you think you are or what you wish you want to be. So a lot of the black people here, they identify as white. So they pretend, yeah, I don't have thick, nice hair. They pretend that their skin is not black. They pretend that they don't originate from Africa. They pretend that they can't see the war that has been waged on the black race from the 1800s. Yeah, you could identify with that. But then there's a word called reality and factual. The facts are, no matter how much you bleach the black off of you, no matter how much you identify as white, you ain't ever gonna be white. You were born and God created you as a black person. You know what really sickens me in the Canadian black community? Look at the Juno Awards, for example. I said it the other day. The Juno Awards never put black culture on TV. So them eliminating the reggae genre from their categories, and gospel too, I might add, you were already eliminated. You were never part of the mainstream flow of things. They only gave you a little corner to shut you up. But now that they see that many black people don't even want to be black, they wouldn't ever stand up for the rights and the freedom of the blacks like the Black Panthers did. They probably don't even know about the 10-point program that many Black Panthers gave their lives to represent and promote. Yeah, a lot of black people don't know about that. You know why? Because they're too busy trying to be white, trying to be what they're not. So don't ask yourself questions. Why? Why don't we have this? Why do we have that? We don't have it because A, you don't want to be black. You don't care about your fellow black people. And that's the sad and disgusting thing. Like I said, it's your choice to sit in the cell that you create in your mind. Only you have the key to open that prison door, the one in your mind. I'm just wondering when the black people here in Canada are going to wake up and set themselves free.